Happy Tuesday. So today I'm going to talk about making friends. And to start off, I'm going to tell a story about a sitcom I happen to love, Friends. Now, there's this episode where Joey is really looking at, for those of you that don't know, he kind of goes through lots of relationships and two of his best friends are dating and they're so happy. And he's like, I want what they have. And so they're saying, well, you have to create a solid relationship on the foundation of friendship. So there's two other friends he's really close with, Rachel and Phoebe. And he's like, how you doing? And they're like, you got to go make a new friend. You don't hit on your existing friends. And as I was thinking of what to say to tell you about making friends, this popped into my mind. Why did this pop into my mind? Because one of the first things we're going to ask you to do, one of the first things is natural. You start a journey and you want to have your closest friends and family join you because you love it. And I totally get that. And my first few customers to get to, I think, Senior Silver was mostly close friends and family. But at some point, well, two things. One, that's not the case for everyone. Some people have no friends and no family. Plexus isn't for everyone. Natural health isn't for everyone, right? So obviously you want to think of the people close in your world that do need this, but that might not be your reality. Or if it is, and they all join you, that's great. But one day you'll need to meet new people. I think that was more me. I was like, I'm just going to focus on the people in my world. And then at one point I was like, products are paid for. I was gold. I'm like, that's where I wanted to be. I was going to stop, but I loved the journey so much. I was helping so many people and it felt so good. I wanted to continue. And then I had this giant lull because I needed to go make more friends. I talked to everyone in my world had basically made a decision for or against. So making new friends is really important because at some point you might need to know more people, and we don't force people into this journey. We don't trick or coerce them into doing it. We make genuine connections with people. We love and care for people. And if we have a solution to someone's problem, we're happily presenting it to them. Okay. So a really important part of this whole journey is making new friends. Plus, it's fun to make friends. And fun fact, I forget the stats now, so I'm not going to make it up, but it was over half of the population done in a recent survey is lonely. People are lonely. COVID ruined things and people are lonely. So you will be blessing people just by making friends. So I'm going to give you, I could talk on, and I tend to do this. And so I'm going to keep it really clear and concise. I'm going to tell you 3 places to meet friends and 3 top tips for meeting friends. So first of all, the first place you're going to meet friends is in the world. Yeah, you heard me. Be friendly in the world. I want to give you an example, 2 examples of something that happened recently. I was looking for a dress. I was shopping for a dress by myself. And I'm kind of like, people think I'm extroverted, and maybe I am, but I'm also very quiet and shy. And I don't love when I'm out and I'm busy. I don't really love talking to new people, but I couldn't get my zipper up. And so there's a gal sitting there and I was like, I'm going to meet people today. And my goal was to meet 2 new people. So I said to the gal, could you please zip me up? And she did. And then I was coming out into the main area just because the mirrors are better there. And she's like, can I give you opinion on the dresses? I'm like, absolutely. I'd love to hear what you think. So she gave an opinion and she was super friendly. And I said, you were so helpful. Would you mind becoming Facebook friends? And she's like, I would love that. She's like, I used to be a travel agent. I'm going to Vegas soon. Let's talk, kind of thing. Right. So we became Facebook friends. When I ended up buying the dress I was buying, the person helping me, the store person, was so super helpful. I was like, could I become Facebook friends with you? Because you're super helpful. So you guys just meet friends. And I've heard of Sheila tell a story, meeting someone in Costco. Like, there's people all over, and you don't even have to be, if that's like weird for you, you are watching your kids do cheer and soccer and go to art lessons and all the things. There's people in your world constantly. You just have to be friendly. And if you connect with someone, be like, can we become Facebook friends? You're probably on parent council. You guys are meeting people constantly. So just be intentional about becoming friends with people, right? It does not hurt to become friends with people. If they say yes and they don't like you or you don't like them, you can unfollow each other. Nobody gets hurt. Okay. So 1, in person. Number 2, in Facebook groups. I want you to be intentional about thinking, what group can I join? Now, as soon as we say this, people go, oh, I'm so busy, I don't have time. You're already on social media. Now we're just going to teach you to be intentional about it. So there's a Facebook group for everything, and you're going to go and you're going to be friendly and lovely and interactive. You're going to add value to other people's posts. You're going to ask questions where you need it, and you're going to post in the group now and then. What can it be about? You guys, anything. Here's what I'd recommend. Pick something you're interested in, you're passionate about, and you have something to share. So if you're a really good baker, go on a baking one, because then you'll be able to maybe ask questions, get other people's recipe, but you can offer advice. If you have a skill or a gift in farming, or gardening, do that. Maybe knitting. You want to pick something that really interests you, because then you're going to want to go and you're going to meet new people. And I have done a fairly decent job at this, and I don't often friend request people in these groups. I have people friend request me because you meet them, you like them, you offer good comments, you're consistent. People see you and they're like, hey, I want to do this. There's homeschooling groups and gardening groups, and like any pet you have, there's a group for. There's probably a group for pet mice, for goodness sakes. I don't know, but there probably is. So pick something you're interested in. And again, you don't necessarily have to do this today. You can, but just start thinking about it. Okay. So what are you going to be? This is prep week, remember? So next week, we're going to be asking you to do stuff. So if you start thinking about what Facebook groups can I join? If you're in a bunch, go through them and call them. Not interactive in that one. You don't love the people you're meeting, kind of get rid of them, exit some and find good Facebook groups. And this is going to be a process. It's not going to be hit and win. I had a bunch of miss. And then I've had a couple that are golden. I'm very excited and it's going really, really well. So number 1, in person. Number 2, Facebook. Number 3, the third place you're going to meet people is going to be Instagram. So if you're not on Instagram, like you don't have to start an account, you can focus on Facebook, but a lot of you probably are. Go to hashtags, follow influencers, comment on the people's comments. The influencers may or may not follow you back, but the people will. This is what I do. You go in, comment, find a post you like, find people that are commenting in a way that you would like, make valuable comments to them. If there's someone that has a name or a picture that you think, that looks really good, go to their place, their post, their Instagram profile, look at their content. And if they look like they're kind of posting, they have interesting things to say, you're going to follow them, and then you're going to send them a message and say, hey, I love your content. I met you on such and such a post. People were being a little bit mean to that woman, and I loved how you defended her. You're absolutely the best. And so I decided I wanted to follow you. My name is Shelly. What do you do for a living? I can see you're something in fashion. Do you do this? Do you do that? Make friends. Not everyone's going to connect with you, but if you do that to a few people a day, you're going to be surprised how many new friends you're going to make. Okay. So in person, Facebook groups, following Instagram hashtags, and commenting wisely on people's things. You don't have to do this for a long period of time, 10 minutes a day, right? If you set your timer for 10 minutes a day, you'll be really slow. And the first time you'll be like, meet one person. You get a little bit faster. So you don't have to be spending all day doing this, but while you're already watching cat videos, you might as well make comments on it, right? You might as well find valuable thing. There's leadership groups, there's quote groups, there's happy Sunday groups, there's like every hashtag. So go do the hashtags. Now, the final thing is the top 3 comments. Leave the best comment. Don't just say, love it, heart, hashtag, you got this, girl. Leave really valuable comments. Ask questions, encourage feedback, encourage the back and forth, right? The people who comment back and answer questions, those are the people that are valuable that you're going to want to follow and become friends with. So leave the best comments, genuinely care. Okay. Think of them first, genuinely care for them. If you see something, a lot of people see someone saying, having a bad day, this, that, they just ignore it and scroll past. You can say, hey, I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for you. You can offer a solution if someone has a problem. By being valuable and genuinely caring, people are going to want to be your Facebook friend. They're going to want to follow you. And that's how they're going to interact with the content. Now, I've had a couple people message me a little freaked out about what Sheila said yesterday, and she clarified, but I want you to really listen. When she's like, talk to 100 people. What we're not talking about is 100 random people with 100 pitchy, salesy, do this girl messages. That's not what we're saying. We're saying you need to connect daily with people. You need to get in a habit of setting time a day, connecting with 4 people. It could be a happy birthday. It could be, hey, I saw your birthday tomorrow. I'm excited. Happy birthday. It could be commenting on their post. It could be talking to them about Plexus, but it's just connecting and interacting daily with different people. The relationships and the people getting to know you today are probably not going to make a decision today. They're going to be making a decision in 2 to 6 months, depending on how consistently you show up on Facebook, how you engage and interact with them, and the trust level. So making new friends isn't just about today, it's about long-term, especially if you're in this and you're like, I want to get my products paid for, but maybe more than that. Maybe I do want to go on fun trips with Shelly. Maybe I do want to earn these things. And if you're kind of thinking maybe that's a possibility, you need to be filling your funnel now. It doesn't have to be scary. Do not say I'm not an extrovert. Introverts do better in this business. And why? Because they ask better questions and they think about other people more. They talk less and ask more questions. You literally have no excuse. So I'm really excited for you to do this. In the comments below, I would just like you to say when you've read this and just what's one place either you're having success meeting friends or one place you're excited to meet friends. Let's comment. Let's get some ideas rolling and let's go make new friends. So that's Tuesday. and we'll see you next week. I guess we'll see you tomorrow.